Good morning, everybody. Got my high bun. It's that day. So yeah. I this is what how I'm carrying my hair to work today because it's wash day. But anyway, I'm just gonna give you an update on the audition. Unfortunately, I was not selected. Am I upset about it? I thought I was gonna be upset about it, but I know this is how the business goes, and sometimes I get the part and sometimes I don't. And that's just the way the world works. And sometimes things are just a blessing in disguise. And also I took accountability for the things that I could have done better in the audition. Like there's choices I wish I would have made that I thought about after the fact. So it's one thing about auditioning. Especially as a young artist and someone who wants to break into the entertainment industry, there are going to be a lot of times where most of the time, God is, it's just not for you right now. God is not giving it to you right now because you want to do other things. There is going to be times where you just bombed the audition and you didn't do as well as you thought you did or as you could do and that you could have done. And then also, things that can just be a blessing in disguise. So let me just tell you how my God is, okay? Let me just tell you how my God is, right? So I got the email and I was like, dang, okay. So I text my friend Brittany, the one who came with me. I text her and then I text my line sister. Boom. I get on Instagram. I look at one of my followers who I follow on Instagram. I looked at her story and she posted an open casting call from Robbie Reed. She's like a bomb African-American queen of the castings. She posted something on her story about an open casting call for a 90s miniseries. I love 90s music. I swear on 90s music. I listen to it every single day. So it's for a BET miniseries. And they're looking for dancers, singers, rappers. And the audition is in Newark, New Jersey. So this was like 2 minutes within me seeing that email. And then God was just like, you know what? It was just so crazy how God works. It's like I was about to be down in the dumps about this. I think I was like a smidgen away. And then I saw that and it popped up and I was just like, I'm about to audition. I'm about to keep auditioning and keep doing things that I love to do. I love 90s. And yeah, I'm not trying to bag or anything or talk down about the sex, about that audition. But at the same token, this is what I like more. I love 90s. I love hip hop. I love that era. I love Mary J. Blige. I love BET. So it's like I grew up watching BET. And I feel like this is designed sometimes. And I really have to make sure when I go that I do what I got to do. I can't keep standing in my own way. I can't be the reason why I can't be the reason why I'm not getting an audition. If I don't get it, which I'm not even going to speak that into existence, but in general, you never want to be the reason why you don't succeed in the audition. You don't want to be that reason. You want it to be, okay, this is a hard decision. Or you want it to be like, you want to get it. You don't want to be the person who stands in your way. Sometimes, it's hard not to because we get in our head sometimes. But at the same token, it might not feel like it, might not see it, but that person on the other side of the table who is watching your audition, they want you to succeed, honestly. They really do. Especially when you're serious, you have a great look. They want you to succeed. You just have to put in that work. You have to believe in yourself and go with the intention, with that mindset, I'm going to get it, or I have it. So I'm going to take you along with me of how I'm going to research different methods to prepare for this audition. We have to sing. So I can sing. I just don't like to. But for this, I'm going to make sure that I sing and I get pick a really good Mary song that is in my range, my sound range and everything like that. But yes, I'm going to take you along with me of how I prepare for this audition and just give you some guidelines and some type of things that I like to go by when I am preparing for audition. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So one thing I like to make sure when I am researching and when I'm auditioning, I like to make sure that I am, whatever my costume is, whatever my choice of outfits, whatever have you, I want to make sure that I'm going according to the period. So for example, if this is a 90s films, the 90s miniseries, I don't want to walk in looking like I am today, even though a lot of the styles are being what I'm trying to say, even though a lot of styles are coming back from the 90s and we are dressing like that today, but I want to make sure that without a shadow of a doubt I look like I just rolled out in the 90s. I'm in the 90s era, so I'm going to be researching, even though I was in that era, but you know, as a kid, but not as a young adult, a teenager. So I want to make sure that when I'm looking for stuff that I am pertaining to that period. So that's definitely an audition tip that you want to make sure. So the next thing I'm going to do is start looking up 90s fashion. Like I said, I am a 90s baby, but however, I wasn't a teenager or a young adult in the 90s. So you definitely want to make sure that you are going according to the period. So I'm looking at different stuff. Like TLC always had a good style. Definitely is a good reference. Aaliyah definitely is a good reference because she was pretty much like 16, especially when she broke out with One in a Million. She was like 16, 17. So yeah, so I'm looking at that. Let's see what else I can find. I want to say, okay, so let me fix this. I'm about to change the search real quick. And I changed the search to 90s women's fashion and hip hop. So let's see. That's my search. Aaliyah is honestly the trademark of, or what I want to strive to look like, especially like this whole get up. Like what? TLC. Like I have overalls in my closet as we speak, but they're not as baggy. But I can definitely do that. Let's see what else. The oversized shirts, the backwards hat. I can definitely do that. Because one thing casting directors, like, they like to see that you actually committed, that you just didn't just walk up and just rolled out of bed, but that you actually committed to the task at hand. Like, that's a good one. Let's see. Oh, definitely look, the joggers. Yes. That's a good one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at her old music videos and see how I can, whatever song that I choose, I'm going to choose like that whole get up, that whole outfit, down to the earrings, the lipstick, the makeup, the outfits, the hair, and then I'm going to execute it to the best of my abilities. So yes, I'm gonna do. And then yeah, it's gonna be cool to do this and really to be fully committed to the whole experience. So yeah, so let me hurry up and get ready for work because I'm about to be late. How I'm gonna be late and I had to go in at 11. I got on, see, I told y'all I was gonna wear this shirt, y'all. So yeah, so I already said that I always want to have, you know, I've been looking for graphic tees or little cute little t-shirts like this that I can just pair it with like a cardigan and just make it look more fashionable. So, and honestly, I don't really like dressing up for work. I'm just, you know, I'm just in the school, so it's just like I really don't have no one to look cute for by myself, and half the time I don't really feel like doing that. So yeah, so I'm about to get ready to go. I will see you all in a little bit.